Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I'm Sen, your executive producer here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Particularly want to thank our $25 tier supporters over on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, those being Drevian Alexander, Samantha Bates, and Elle, without whom we wouldn't be able to do nearly as many things we do now. Thank you very much for tuning in and supporting us over the years. And those of you that are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live.
Hi, folks. Tonight, I am in the driver's seat. A lot of you are saying, what the hell is going on? Well, that is a good question. Last time I tried to do this, they sent me to jail. This time, a car hit me over the weekend, but I cannot be stopped. I am here, and we are going.
Wait, hang on. Did that legitimately happen?
Yes, it did. I'm going to buy a wizard van with the insurance money. What's up? I have checked, and no one in Maryland has taken the license plate WZRD van. So guess what, motherfuckers? Wizard van coming to the theaters. Tonight we are playing Eat the Reich by Grant Howitt. We're all going to be a group of rowdy vampires. We're going to go out and we're going to eat some Nazis. In 1933, we're going to jump on it. 1943 Paris.
Get out there 10 years early. Let's do it.
Yep. So, solves a lot of fucking problems.
Yeah, that's right. We're proactive vampires. Before I introduce you to our lovely crew of blood-sucking, flesh-eating freaks, I want to remind you all, Happy Envy Month. This is the time where we tell you all, especially in this episode, Nazis are bad, guys. If you didn't know that, then I'm glad I got to tell you that. But please remember that. Also, trans rights are human rights. Black Lives Matter. Joy is a form of resistance. Science is real. Support vaccines, not brainworms. And let's get to it. So, Mara, why don't you tell us who you're going to be playing tonight?
Sure. I'm playing Cosgrave, who is... it says Hackney Necromancer. I realized I don't actually know if Hackney is describing like a region or if she's just a hack.
No, it's a specific type of Cockney, like a region of London. So yeah.
Great. I'm not doing that accent. I will attempt a British accent. We'll see how long that lasts.
Hey, tonight in general, I think we as a group are going to be taking all of you, our lovely audience, on a tour of Europe and the Americas. So, and perhaps parts beyond. Who knows?
Hackney just means hack.
That's what I...
No. It's not hackneyed. It's Hackney.
Yeah.
Different. Sen, speaking of which, why don't you go tell us who you're playing?
Hackneyed is when you've hacked a knee.
Probably going to be some of that tonight, too.
Hi, everybody, I'm Sen. I'm going to be playing Chuck. He's a good old boy that just has a bit of taste for the finer things, like Long Pig.
Excellent. Drevian, you are up.
I'm Drevian. I am playing Flint, a half-bat monster thing. I don't have an accent because he doesn't talk, so...
It's fantastic.
It's more screeching, really.
Fantastic. All right. So, Drev, I'm looking forward to your 100% scientifically accurate echolocation. Jeremy, why don't you take us next?
Yeah, I am Jeremy. I am playing Irina, who is an old money, undead, occultist, and rich person. And sniper.
Is her last name Crowley?
No, sadly. Crowley was not a vampire. We know this.
No, I'm talking about the old money occultist part, though.
We could make him a vampire. We could just do that.
No,
what are you guys doing next? Let's go.
She is the black sheep, apparently, of her vampire clan. So the whole clan is the whole lineage is apparently.
That's right. Holly, how about you? Tell us who you're playing.
Hey, I'm Holly. I am playing Nicole. I will be blowing things up in a slightly offensive French accent.
I'm so excited to hear this.
I'm not.
I'm so excited.
Wait, hang on. Are the explosives slightly offensive French accent or the person using them?
Le boom.
No, that was Austin's character.
I already done that one.
That was
I'm
Austin's
married
character.
to. Oui, monsieur.
Fantastic.
It's fine. It's fine.
Also, it's French. It's already slightly offensive.
Right.
I mean, yes.
I just more fire that comes out that goes Sacre bleu.
And last but not least, Shawnee.
Hi, I'm Shawnee, or William, and I'm playing Astrid, an ex-fighter pilot who found something dangerous in the frozen taiga. And now they're all going to pay for it. Also, I have a machine gun.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, I have a machine gun now.
You cannot say, I have a machine gun. It's Pavlovian.
It's true. It's true. That's I'm fairly sure in what passes for law in our country anymore, that is one of the remaining ones.
That's correct.
I actually lean more on the Talizora from Mass Effect angle of the I have a shotgun, but in this
Also
case, the
fair.
machine gun.
Also fair.
Ho, ho.
All right. So, let's go ahead and jump in. The six of you find yourselves strapped into your state-of-the-art metal drop coffins on board an Allied bomber. You are approaching the airspace above Nazi-occupied Paris. The year is 1943. Commander Slate, an Allied commander, paces back and forth. You all can see her out of the slits. And she turns to all of you and says, "Right, I'm not going to lie to all of you bloodsuckers. This is almost certainly a one-way trip. We're going to drop you all on the outskirts of Paris. Any closer, and the occult bullshit that Hitler and his Arcanists have built into the Eiffel Tower is going to trip our own occluding mythos. So we're going to have to drop you on the outside. We've looked over the map, and we've isolated a fairly remote graveyard that you all can land in and make the beginning of your insertion. It's not going to be easy, and I can almost guarantee it's going to be hot and bloody down there, which from what my briefings have told me is just the way you all like it." She walks over, puts her hand onto a lever, and looking around at you all, sort of stereotypical action movie scar running down across one eye, short cropped hair brushed back. She takes her left hand on the lever, right hand, and salutes and says, "All right, Fang, go down there and give them hell. Then send them there." And she pulls the lever. And you all descend as the locks above your drop coffins engage and the Bombay doors open up underneath you. You all look down on the glowing lights of Paris and start to fall directly down. No parachutes in your drop coffins. You are headed towards a graveyard on the outskirts of Paris. And as you slam down into the graveyard itself, you can see through the windows, you can see it looks like there is a Nazi funeral underway. Now, when your coffins impact, again, no parachutes, no safety measures, all of you are reduced to a slurry of bone and blood and gristle, absolutely pulped. And then, after the impact, the pressurized bottles of purified blood donated by the nuns of the convent of Our Lady of Perpetual Ruin bathe you all in glorious, life-giving sustenance, and you all reform. And you can hear shouts of alarm from outside your coffins. Chuck, why don't you tell us how you make your entrance into Paris in this graveyard on the outskirts?
So we rewind the camera ever so slightly. Just after our commander pulls the lever, from down the hall, running, trying to tie his belt on, is Chuck going, "Wait, shit, I'm not in my coffin yet!" As
damn Yanks!
As the coffins,
Slate yells.
As the coffins
Oh
drop,
my God. Please tell me.
See where this is going.
Please tell me.
As the coffins drop, grabbing his hat, he jumps after it, lands on the coffin before it gets too far away, straps his legs on, holding his hat on his head, and Dr. Strangelove is his way down towards the graveyard.
Oh my God.
As he is going down, trying to open the coffin and failing because, you know, this is a bit of a critical moment and he's not a quick thinker.
Something about going down.
You're right, yep. He's holding his hat in the air and just screaming at the top of his lungs, "Well, I guess y'all gonna have to call me Dr. Strangelove or how you Nazis are gonna learn to love these," and then he impacts, crashing through the coffin. not getting to finish his joke.
Fantastic.
I'm not even shitting. I was going to make a joke of I will be very disappointed if you do not do some kind of Doctor Strange thing without knowing that you are doing that.
Last week, as soon as we started practicing descriptions and stuff, I had the Doctor Strange love bit ending in "You're gonna learn to love these." Impact.
Phenomenal. I would assume in this game in general, this is probably not going to be the first pop culture reference.
Oh, no.
By and large, pop culture references through here are not going to be slim pickings.
Very good.
Motherfucker.
Very good.
Yeah. That might be a record to the time in which I've gotten Jeremy to swear.
As the impact crater is created, and Chuck's is a little bit messier than everyone else's because he was outside the coffin.
Right. Just sort of a splut of blood comes out of the eye hole. Yeah.
The hat slowly floats down above the coffin as one Nazi in particular approaches to check what the fuck just happened. And mid-reanimation, as the blood and flesh and bone are knitting themselves back together, one hand comes up out of the coffin, catches the hat, as the other hand raises a revolver and says, "Why, hello there, friend." Click and boom, as I shoot one Nazi in the face.
All right. So now this will be our first roll of the game. So that sounds like a shoot and roll.
It would be using my equipment, and since I'm only shooting one Nazi, does it qualify as a duel?
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, we'll say that the this particular Fritz in action comes over at one of the officers in attendance and sees the gun come out and tries to go for a quick draw, reaching for the Luger at his side.
All right, so that's 2 extra dice from using my equipment, checking off the marker, and from it being a duel.
Fantastic.
Correct?
Yes, you get one for using it, 1 extra one for the plus sign, assuming there's only 1 plus sign.
Yeah, there's only 1 plus sign.
For fulfilling the condition.
Yeah. So you should, and your shoot is 3, I believe, right? For Chuck?
Yeah, so it's going to be 3
5.
plus 2.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm rolling a 3. This is...
Oh, hang on. I forgot to add the extra 2.
That's okay. You can just roll 2 more.
This is not a terrifying... Oh, I can do it right here. Hang on.
Yeah, just click on the tooth.
Yeah.
So that's
all right.
4 successes, one of which is a crit.
Yep, exactly. And I have two successes from this individual who is starting to draw on you, and then again the assembled infantry squad who were here to give a 7-gun salute to the departed officer in the coffin that is in the middle of being carried over are turning and trying to train their rifles on you.
So I'm going to use my success to cancel the 2 successes on the attack, on the counterattack.
The crit, you mean?
The crit, yeah, the crit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that cancels 2. And then the other 2 successes I'm going to use, I'm just going to get some blood just to start off.
Fantastic.
So what happens is he goes to pull the gun, gets the gun up, and then I fire. The bullet goes into the barrel of his gun and continues through out the back, getting him in the face.
Okay.
And then as the blood sort of like splatters out, Chuck gets the hat that he caught on his head, leans up, catches a bite of ear, and then just levels the gun as he gets ready to engage with some others and goes, "Sorry to drop in on you so unexpected, but I heard there was a buffet around here."
So the Nazi officer goes, "Come on, geschickt! I need that to look like me!" And then, crump.
Yep.
I need that to look like.
And then, yeah, fantastic. So mark 2 blood. And you can't completely cancel out the damage coming into you. For those watching who aren't familiar with this system, everybody, it is resolved entirely with D6s. The enemy individuals will roll a certain number, which can potentially do damage to the vampire characters. And the vampire characters, based on the amount of successes that they roll, which is defined as a 4 or above, can assign those pretty much any way that they want. Drinking blood, doing damage to enemy threats, picking away at objectives. The objective in this area is ruin that funeral, which currently is a total of 10. So Chuck has canceled out all incoming damage and had himself a nice little supper.
I figured that's what I meant by my entrance might color some other people's decision making.
Yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair.
Fantastic. I will proceed unless anyone feels very strongly about going next. I will proceed in order that you will appear on my screen. So next up would be Astrid. Astrid, would you care to describe how your entrance into this solemn funeral perhaps distracts from the event itself?
Astrid is almost completely silent the entire drop. There is almost no noise coming from inside the coffin. And when it lands and crunches into the dirt, other coffins might break open almost immediately as the vampire forms. Certainly, Chuck makes his presence known almost as soon as he's reforming. The coffin of Astrid is quiet at first, and it almost seems like maybe they dropped a dud. And until one of the Nazis gets close enough to try and take a look inside, and as they get close enough to try and peer into the coffin, just this vibrant, glowing red eye directly in front of their face as the coffin starts to buckle outward from impossible force pressing in on the plates. The panels creak and groan, and before the front face of the coffin ejects violently, taking the Nazi who was standing in front of it with it. And a mass of black and red shadows starts to lash out into the crowd as Astrid kind of slowly, almost dazedly walks her way out of the coffin, dragging a machine gun by the barrel. As she staggers her way, spirits lashing out in all directions onto the battlefield.
Fantastic. All right. So tell me about the dice pool that you're putting together.
I would like to roll Terrify.
I think that is entirely justified.
And if I may, I would like to use my spirit fetters, invoking the graveyard birds in here that start squawking and croaking angrily as the spiritual presence lashes out, creating a feast for crows, as it were.
Ooh, I love that. All right, great. So that gives you, I think, fairly significantly extra because you're involving some animals, correct?
Yes, that gives me an extra 4 dice.
Hell yeah. Okay. All right. So go ahead and put that together. Roll it up for me.
4. Damn you.
That's okay. You can always roll the extra.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. There we go.
Excellent. All right. So I'm going to roll these poor officers. So I get a total of 1 success. So you have a crit and 3 regular successes to apply.
I would like to use a regular success to block their attack. I would like to use 2 of the normal ones. I would like to get a blood with one and ruin the funeral with another.
Excellent.
And then I will use the 6 to apply 3 damage to the infantry squad.
Hell yeah. Okay, great. Walk us through what this looks like as the crows descend and Astrid emerges from this shattered drop coffin.
Yeah, as Astrid sort of like staggers almost drunkenly out of the coffin, these black and red spirits just lash out in all directions. The crows start to circle around her, as if drawn to her presence. And as the first of the oncoming Nazis attempts to do anything to try and stop this monster staggering out of the coffin, she just sort of looks them in the eye, and this bright red glare just causes everything in their mind to go blank. Whatever offensive action they might have had just drains out of their mind as she just steps forward, dragging the machine gun behind them, grabs them by the collar, and just pulls them into a bite on the neck. spitting it down after she takes her drink, and just looks at the pallbearers as they begin to be assaulted by these basically berserk crows that have been enraged by the spirits around her.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I think at least a couple of the pallbearers have lost eyes at this point. The remainders are trying to cover themselves, but still bear this supposedly honorable coffin aloft.
And the entire time this is happening, these black and red masses of spiritual energy are just scything through infantry. Just like she sort of walks past a group of 3 that start to level guns, and then just this perfectly flat blade of spiritual energy just carves through a swath of them.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. So Astrid is stalking forth, terrifying and pulling folks apart. Did you mark your blood?
I did.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to let my dad come through. Now, did you pack your blood? Okay. All right, good. All right. Everybody's got their emergency blood packs, right? Okay. Y'all have fun, sweeties. Sorry. Okay. So, Cosgrave, tell us about your entry into a, I would imagine, rather homey to you graveyard.
Oh, yeah. No, this is very lovely. The coffin door is going to sneak open, get stuck on a headstone. There's some swearing from inside.
Amazing.
Just sort of a push, some louder swearing, and then just sort of a creaky kind of grandmotherly voice. Oh no! I German. It. I'm. And then a hand snakes out from within the coffin that's got black painted nails, and he's just gonna snag the closest Nazi by the ankle and drag them in. I would like to use sneak to sort of stealthily attack.
All right. Fantastic. I think this querulous voice that you've been attempting to use.
Yeah.
There's one of the scared officers in attendance is sort of backing up, and it's like, "Opa!" And then you grab the leg. So, fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Use terrify. So,
Okay.
Is that what you've already
sneak?
Or sneak.
Sneak. Sorry.
Sneak. Yep. All right, I'm gonna try it. Let's see what happens. Hey, I got 2 successes
nice.
and a failure.
All right, so I'm gonna roll. I get also have 2 successes.
Okay. I will. We'll take damage to. I think I'm looking to get some blood initially here as well.
Great. So just sort of maybe. How are you doing this? Are you pulling them into the coffin?
I'm pulling whoever this is into the coffin with me. I'm just gonna have a little snack.
Okay. All right.
Bite into side of neck, sprays everywhere. Interior decorating is my forte.
Phenomenal. It's very, very sort of Jackson Pollock, what you're evoking here on the interior. So absolutely go ahead and mark 2 points of blood if you're using both of your successes towards that, and then go ahead and roll a d6 for me to find out, as the remaining firing squad sort of looking around, they've seen this Slim Pickens descent and open up and a duel with one of the officers. They've seen these crows and sort of dark shadows, and then over there there's a slightly stuck coffin lid and an arm that has pulled one of their compatriots down. So the general sort of consensus is, but at least that I can sort of make sense of, and they're sort of opening fire behind the coffin. So some of the rounds are coming down and pinging down around on you. So with a 2, that is a blast. I think one of your hands, that is a lost some fingers result on your injuries. So would you like to describe how that happens with everything else going down?
It is unfortunately my middle finger, which I am going to keep up raised, just sort of spurting blood.
Incredible.
The most important finger.
I know.
This
Oh,
must not stand.
weaponless, disarmed, terrible.
How
right.
dare you? And Cosgrave is going to begin to climb out of the coffin. This individual in a waistcoat with arcane symbols like tattooed all across arms, and is going to reach back and pull out a small top hat. It looks like it's slightly crunched.
Oh yeah, the two of us didn't describe our characters that
Incredible.
much.
We'll get. I wanted to really like hit the big sort of intro notes, and then we'll get that in the sort of the second loop around.
Yep.
For sure.
Mine's 100% in my.
All good as well. All good as well. Fantastic. All right, Flint. How do you announce yourself to this funeral?
Flint starts before he hits the ground. He claws open the top half of the coffin and uses his wings to guide his way down at speed and slams into the coffin that they're trying to lower into the ground.
Love it. All right.
And as he splatters blood everywhere because the coffin's open, the viscera goes flying.
Yeah, absolutely.
He reforms and then crawls his way out.
Phenomenal. Okay. All right. So you get a little extra in the juice. Not only the donation from the Nuns of Our Lady of Perpetual Ruin, but a little extra from the recently deceased shitbag in the coffin. Phenomenal. What are you doing as you emerge? Tell me what you're up to and build that dice pool.
I'm aiming for Terrify. Like,
yeah,
a loud screech and this monster are emerging.
Hell yeah. All right. Roll it up for me.
And notably, I was also using my steel gouging claws.
Yeah, I like that. To rip through the coffin. So that's going to give you one use of those will give you an additional +2.
Would you call that an ambush? Him just breaking out of the coffin.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's especially slamming down into the coffin. That's definitely an ambush. So you're rolling a total of 5 for us there.
If you try to drive the coffin into a bush, that's an ambush bush.
Haha. Wow. Okay,
Wow.
So I got 2 successes. You got 2 crits and a regular success. For those watching or listening at home, crits for players are 6s. For me as the GM, 4 or above is just a success. I don't crit. So
one crit cancels out there too.
Fantastic. Love it.
One crit trigger special. I gain 3 blood.
Hell yeah. That's a great way to accommodate the extra blood from the dead Nazi.
And 1 success, ruined the funeral.
I feel like that ruins the funeral pretty well.
Yeah, I think that'll do it. Phenomenal. Okay. All right. Did you mark your blood?
Yep.
Great. All right. Fantastic. So we are at this point rapidly burning through coffins, both the one that was already here and the BYOC coffins. So at that point we are moving on to Renya.
All right. So the coffin, the drop coffin slams into the ground, becomes absolute wreckage, and this is probably why it took a little bit long. Irina essentially leaps up out of the wreckage of the coffin. She is a fairly tall woman, honestly a little bit slight in form. This is very much the body of a woman who's never had to do much work. By that I mean any work whatsoever. She has white hair that is currently in the process. She is still in the process of healing as this is going on. So it is doing that uncanny, like immaculately rearranging itself as she sort of leaps up. In a sort of very anachronistic, but we've already hit Dr. Strangelove references in game at this point. So like the 1990s Cindy Crawford blowout hair look, except white hair.
Fantastic.
pale skin, again, is very much in the process of restitching itself together currently from the nun's blood.
Cindy Crawford
she
in her Vampire the Masquerade LARP persona.
Kind of, a little bit.
Cindy Crawford.
Only if she's a gangrel. Accentuated with heavy eyeliner, purple eyeshadow, deep red lips, high cheekbones, everything that's sort of like the old world nobility. With the exception of a few rebellious elements in there. There's a nose piercing. There is a web of sort of intricate occult tattoos that cover her hands, possibly further up, but you can't see beyond that because of the World War I style trench coat that she's wearing over a red corset top and pants. Trench coat has the Romanian crest on the lapel, similar patch on the arm. She has knee-high heeled boots that are somehow, despite the drop coffin wrecking everything, absolutely pristine. She has a couple bracelets on her arms that are kind of lightly clacking together because they have teeth from significant Nazis and other fascists that she's personally killed during this whole campaign. A couple finger bones hanging from earrings. And she's leaping up because the shadows are carrying her up.
Ooh.
As she takes her rifle, takes aim, and proceeds to fire.
Love it.
Taking her sniper position.
Fantastic.
I'm going to say that is shoot, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Can I make a case for, even though it's fully narratively described, that is an elevated position?
I think dropping in from an airplane and then maneuvering yourself.
Okay,
yes,
that's
I
fair.
think I
That's
think
fair.
so. I think so. Yeah,
Also,
for
this
sure.
entire
So
game
I'm
is fully
going to
narratively
use-
described.
I am going to use my equipment, my hunting rifle,
An exquisite hunting rifle.
exquisite
excuse you.
hunting rifle. Correct. So that would be a shoot +2
Yes,
because
correct.
rifle and elevated. Okay.
Exactly so.
And I'm going to need to add 2.
Yeah, no problem at all.
So that is 5 successes and a crit.
Fantastic. I rolled 2 successes back as the dwindling rifle squad is supported as best they can by the officers reaching for their sidearms and returning fire. But yeah. Jeremy, I don't know. This system, it becomes you, my friend.
I mean, to be fair, we know how we rolled in the test stuff
That's
at
true.
the 0, and that was not good for me.
Yeah.
My flather is
Um,
gasted.
I don't want to tempt fate right now. So,
Fair.
all right, and this is where I try. Okay, how many of the objective stuff do we have left? Even
8.
8?
Only 2 have been taken off.
Yeah.
okay.
And the infantry squad is down to about half strength.
Right.
But
So they have 2
again,
successes on a hit on me.
Yeah.
If I use that crit, does that remove both of them?
Yes, it would for sure.
Okay. So yeah, use that crit to take those out. And then let's just, I think 3 dice into eliminating threats.
Great.
And then 2 into the objective ruin the funeral. As she being held aloft by the shadows, it is just full Widowmaker mode, and 3 shots, 3 headshots. 3 shots, 3 kills.
Sure. All right. So you are to be clear, you're using your 6 to cancel out the 2 attacks.
Yes, I
And
think
then
I
you have
call that
you
right.
have 3 left over.
3 left over. Okay, so sorry. 2 for eliminating threats and 1 for objective.
Okay. All right.
So
I
2
will
shots,
add-
2 kills.
Yeah, 100%. So that puts our infantry squad at a threat of 1.
Although if you put all 3 into the infantry squad, do they not get the ability to attack back when Holly rolls?
Correct.
So if that means
Nope,
all
you
of
know
Holly's
what? I'm
successes
doing
could go into the
I am
infantry.
100% doing that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so that actually takes them out entirely, and I'll put one back in. So yeah, so you post up.
Yep.
How do you get I think just sort of drawing a line on them, you managed to
Right.
pick off the ones who were about to shoot you, and then
Yep.
take several more shots for good measure, putting down the rest of the infantry
Yep.
squad.
And then once all that's done, proceeds to land, do the full land, and still just right into a walk thing.
Phenomenal. All right,
Like
I love this.
the Celine off of the building at the beginning of Underworld.
Fantastic. All right, great. So you are striding forward triumphantly towards the absolute like bat-shaped melee that is where the coffin was at one point, I would imagine. Nicole, would you care to describe how you enter the scene, please?
Yes. So before the coffin even hits the ground, smoke starts coming out the sides of it
Yes.
because she has set off a smoke grenade.
Amazing.
She is still in the coffin.
Incredible. Love it.
You're not sure if this is intentional or not yet.
Perfect.
And the coffin hits the ground flat. You hear fumbling for a minute, slight cursing in French, and then the door gets blasted off, and there's just a cloud of smoke. And out of the smoke walks tan skin, dark hair, red beret slightly askew, cigarette dangling out of her mouth, holding a submachine gun.
You have a lot. Nicole
I
came
have a
to
lot.
play.
I say Nicole came fully
no.
strapped.
Yeah.
Currently, she has the submachine gun at the ready.
Fantastic.
There are many things strapped to her.
Yeah.
As she aims it at the enemies and says, "Bonjour, my little playthings."
Fantastic. I love it.
I don't know why you were worried about that. That's fully on good.
Wait till I continue.
wait till the conversation lasts longer than a single sentence.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm all
take
good.
your successes where you can get them.
Tell me about the dice pool.
Sounds like you should only talk in one-liners then.
Dice pool. I know stuff about this.
So you can, if you are using your submachine gun, you can use that. I would say you're coming in. The attention is very much on the rest of the squad of Fang members right now. Fang, by the way, for our viewers, FANG. What does it stand for? You're not cleared for that. But I would say that this certainly counts as flanking because the attention for all the officers and attendant rifle squad. Well, the rifle squad's been picked apart, but the attendant officers is very much elsewhere. So if you mark a use of your submachine gun, that would give you 2 additional dice, and then if you are shooting at them, that would be 4 because that's Nicole is an accomplished markswoman.
Mm-hmm.
So that would give you a pool of 6 dice.
Yes. The plan was to start shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because Irena took out the infantry squad, they have not been able to reinforce yet. I have no dice to oppose you, so whatever you roll, you can apply across the board.
Nice.
I know I've done this before. How do I roll in the system?
Right click on shoot on the bottom left.
Okay.
And you're going to hit roll modify. And then you're going to click the little red dice above the arrow
It
2
says
times.
Test modify.
Test modify.
Yeah,
Yeah.
test
Oh,
modify.
okay.
2
Making sure. And then what?
The little red dice that appeared above the arrow in the middle of the screen.
Yes.
Click that twice. And then hit the arrow.
Click the dice, not the arrow. You click the arrow.
Oh crap.
That's
sorry.
okay. At the bottom of your screen, I'm not 100% certain. And again, to both my players and folks at home, this is our first time trying out alchemy.
Yeah.
So we're all still learning the ropes a little bit.
And this
Um,
system for most of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Holly, at the bottom of your screen, do you see a tooth in a circle? Which is either we're in a Cronenberg movie or I'm trying to describe a VTT.
Like an older one, a good one.
Yeah.
Yes, I see the tooth in the circle.
Although Shrouds was
All right,
pretty good.
Click the tooth. Holly.
I literally just watched it today. It's fine. I like it because he made it for him.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fair.
We'll talk about that later.
Above
Yeah.
the tooth, there are two options. Click the left one twice.
Gotcha.
Now click the arrow.
And then hit the arrow.
Crimes of the Future was pretentious fucking nonsense, though.
I agree with you there.
So 3
right.
successes.
So a crit, a special, and a success. But yeah, a total of 3 successes. So if you can use your special to rearm your stuff, not particularly useful to you right now. You can also use it to reduce the challenge or a threat, to reduce the challenge on a threat or objective by 1. That also doesn't apply right here. So probably just tell me how you want to use those 3 successes.
Your options
Again,
currently
sorry, getting
are
used to the-
get blood or reduce the
Yeah.
objective.
Yes, yeah. So you can get some blood, or you can.
I'll get
reduce the
blood in a
objective.
minute. Let's reduce the objective.
Okay, so all 3 on the objective.
Yeah.
Fair.
Nice.
All right, great. So we have reduced that by half. Would you like to describe what this looks like?
As you roll your fury.
I mean, she comes out as I described her, with many things strapped to her, in a cloud of smoke, and just start shooting, aiming for the head.
Okay. So there are screams, there are shouts, there is confusion that all of a sudden, half a minute ago there were no threats here. This was a calm, respectful funeral, and now they are coming from all sides. Shouts of Achtung, shouts of screams, wet, moist sounds of heads imploding, and further decorating the graveyard.
999.
How did you know the last 3 of my social? So we are now at the end of the round, which means that there are reinforcements coming. So I will roll a d6. The infantry squad reinforces by 5, which puts its threat back up to 5. But its attack is halved, rounded down. So its attack now is only 1. As more officers start to call in. A few of them have run back to some of the cars and are reaching for the car radios and calling in for support. You can see more infantry troops running towards the graveyard, but they are disorganized and dissembled. And we will come back to the top of the order with Chuck. Chuck, since you did not do so in your first round, would you care to describe what we see at this point, or what these newly arrived running German infantry troops see?
Pulling himself out of the ruins of the coffin finally, just in time to get in step with Erinya, who's walking past with her in her time to kill more Nazis march, is effectively Walter Goggins as the ghoul in the Fallout series. It's just
amazing,
very much zombie-esque vampire with long leather duster, cowboy hat, slightly askew on top of head, impossibly a cigar in the mouth that somehow survived impact, and currently just sort of doing a couple of sort of theatric spins of a pair of oversized revolvers, as he steps into line with Erinya. It was some good shooting, darling, but I think we got some more coming. And just click, click, boom, boom, boom. It just starts to unload on the oncoming Germans.
Excellent. My favorite saliva song.
It is on
all
the
right.
playlist.
Put together that dice pool for me,
So,
please.
not dueling, but I am going to mark another use of my equipment.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the record, the name of the song is Click Click Boom.
I know. It was Click Click Boom 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 is the third one in the franchise.
Amazing.
+1 for the guns.
Yeah.
1 success.
And I will roll my 1 die, which is also a success.
You know what? I'll trade injuries. I'll reduce the threat and also take an injury.
The threat or the objective?
The infantry squad. Someone that rolls better can do better on the threat.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, no problem. So go ahead and roll your d6 for your injury.
I've been mauled.
Okay, all right.
Ooh.
So I would imagine. Do you want to describe it? How you get mauled?
Oh yeah.
In the damage?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No. So there's like in addition to the in it like so Chuck is unloading on the incoming Germans, and one of them is like preparing to like throw a grenade, throw one of those what are they called, the mace grenades,
Yeah, it's like a stick grenade.
Yeah,
it has
Steel hand grenade.
Yeah, is prepared to, and it's like is in the motion of throwing it when a bullet hits him in the face, but so the grenade goes off without being thrown, but launches their pickle helmet into Chuck's like stomach, so just right in like, so now he's just got a helmet stuck in like his torso region and looks down. Well, that's unsightly. I've reduced their threat and they've reduced mine, or they've injured me.
Fantastic. Dig it.
Yeah, gotta dig it out.
Yeah, for sure. Astrid, you are up next. Tell us what you are up to.
Yeah. So as the like shroud of shadows and spirits kind of peels away for a second, we get the first view of this wild woman that has stepped onto the battlefield wearing the tattered remnants of a Finnish Air Force uniform, as she sort of almost moving as if she's not really paying attention to the fact that there's a battle going on around her, as she's like this worn out military fatigues with like a necklace of bones and like bits of animal hide and innards strung around her neck, holding like animal, what you hope are animal paws rather than potentially very shrunken human hands.
Shrunken human hands, raccoon hands. Who can tell the difference?
Raccoons.
She has, yeah,
I can tell.
Her hair is like a buzzed on the right half. You're not certain if that's an intentional stylistic part or because there's just like burn scarring and like injury marks all across the right side of her face. But the left side is long, dark hair, sort of drapes down to about collarbone level. And as she's walking, it's wild and flailing. But the shadows that sort of swarm around her start to circle around some of the ends of her hair and start to tie it up into braids, as if she's putting herself together on the battlefield as she goes. She staggers up to Flint, who is still, roaring, just emerging out of the coffin for the funeral, and just kind of dragging this machine gun behind her with like a giant spear strapped across her back. She sort of just walks up to Flint. That's a good bat, and just kind of pats him on the head. And as she sort of turns around, almost drunkenly, she just sort of flips the spear around on her back and sets it against an oncoming German, as she simultaneously puts her boot on the coffin and just starts to push off against it.
Great. Love that. While you are building a dice pool, Flint, how do you respond to this acknowledgement and encouragement, this affirmation that you have received from Astrid.
Kind of leans into it and gives almost
Aw.
a soft purr, like a small, like a soft click.
Who's your good little blood-covered bear?
Little leg shaking.
Yeah.
Little nothing. He's about the size of a damn horse.
Woo! All right. Now that's a hell of a roll. And I'm coming up against it with a hot nothing. So take it away, Astrid.
So I'm gonna use one of my regular successes to. Wait, I don't even need to block anything. The infantry squad is at 4 now.
Yeah, I reduced the threat, by the way. It should be 4, not 5.
Oh, you're right. You did.
So I'm gonna put a 6 into reducing it by 3, and another 1 into reducing it by another 1 to kill the squad now.
Hell yeah. Okay. Fantastic.
And then I'm gonna put one more in ruining the funeral, and my last one in getting me my second blood.
All right. Great.
As she boots off the coffin, just sort of launching herself backwards through the oncoming Nazi that is behind her. She kind of rolls, backflips, picks the German up as while impaled on the spear, and just sort of flings the body into oncoming soldiers. And then just sort of pulls the spear up to her mouth and just sort of licks the blood that was on it off to sustain herself.
Hey, no fair. I was aiming at that one.
Great. All right. Cosgrave.
All right, that was my favorite finger. I have another one though. I'm gonna.
So you tell me you pull a finger out of your pocket and put it.
I'm collecting the fingers from the other guy. Can never have too many fingers.
No, not at all.
It's true.
And
My mom
I
always said.
am going to just pull out the shotgun, I think, and just stick that out of the coffin. I still have not come out of this thing. I'm staying.
Oh no, I love
here.
that. It's
I don't wanna
entirely
get
like a.
shot
It's
at.
like it's like a violence puppet show back there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I love that.
And is going to
Punch and shooty.
I think you said people were like shooting it towards me. If they're close enough for it to be point blank, I get +2.
Yeah,
from
I
shot
mean,
shotgun.
yeah, absolutely. I think.
Okay.
I mean, if you're okay with that
Yeah.
that in the fiction, I absolutely think that some of the officers are running over to try and see if they can save their compatriots.
Excellent. I will cross that off.
Heck yeah.
So shoot +2.
+3. Because
Plus
you
three?
get one, just for using the
Oh,
shotgun, and then an
okay.
additional +2 for
Awesome.
the point blank modifier.
I will take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
So total of 5, and I got nothing. So
3. Oh
Woo!
yeah. Okay. Yeah, my special thing is reducing a threat's attack rating by 1, but if you didn't get any, then I don't need to do that.
nope, I got nothing. So
Yeah, so 4 successes. I'm gonna get some more blood because I would like to heal at some
Yeah,
point.
strictly speaking, the crowd is dead right now. They can't fight back at the moment.
Yeah. So I have 4 to work with. I'm gonna take 2 blood and let's ruin that funeral by 2.
heck yeah. All
That's
right,
good.
great. Do you can if you want, by the way, it doesn't take a die to heal damage.
Yeah,
at any
I
point
would
that
like
you want.
to.
At any point that you want, you can spend 3 blood to heal a point of
Yep.
damage.
Okay, I have 4, so I'll take that down by 3 and remove my the hand just emerges from the top of the coffin. We see the fingers slowly grow
Yes.
back.
Love
I
that.
still want it to be you just attached like one of your corpses that you play with finger.
I don't want no Nazi bits. No, thank
Mm.
you.
That's
That's
okay.
fair.
That is absolutely
Yeah,
fair.
100%. I love that. You're hey, ethically sourced fingers.
Exactly.
I love it. All right.
That's it for me.
Great. No, that's fantastic. I love that. All right, Flint. Would you care to because I think you did not your first time around with your dramatic entrance. Would you care to describe what is emerging from the wreckage of these two intertwined, smashed coffins?
Flint steps from the coffins onto the level ground and emerges. You can see this large humanoid, but covered in fur, big broad chest, brown furred wings, large ears, and many teeth.
It's a man bat.
Absolutely love it. All right, so and then how are you wading back into this situation? There's the funeral is almost fully ruined. If you want to wade in and get a little eating or finish things off, there is no more of the firing squad to return any fire. They're just at this point the remaining funeral attendees that are scattering about in panic. So, what would you like to do?
Flint's gonna go up to the vehicles where they were
Ooh,
calling for reinforcements and
yeah.
rip the Nazis from the vehicles and probably rip the radios with them
Oh, fantastic.
and eviscerate them across the road.
Rip the Nazis from the Nazis.
Love it.
Feedback
Um,
noises.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going-
sort of the one that's in there, like shouting into the speaker, "Schnell, schnell," as you come in and grab them.
Snap.
Go ahead and build me a dice pool. And like I said, I get nothing to oppose you because the squad and the threat is down.
Probably could just go with the straight brawl roll for this one.
Heck yeah, do it up.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Nice.
All right.
So that 6 will be my special to gain 3 blood,
Jesus Christ.
and that 4 will go into ruin the funeral.
Fantastic. All right. Yeah, you feed heartily. Do you want to describe how Flint looks when they feed, or do you want to leave that up to our imaginations?
In this case, Flint pulls the Nazi from the vehicle, grabs an arm, and just tears them in two,
Hell yeah.
throwing the legs back into the cemetery, lifts the torso and lets the blood drain into his mouth.
Yeah, it's
Before-
just overhead juice box, just
Yeah.
shotgun the Nazi's torso.
Before slamming it back at breaking the windshield of the car with the torso,
Awesome.
slamming it back in.
Awesome. I love that. Yeah, go ahead, mark your blood. You get 3 for your special, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, great. And Irena.
Yep. I proceed
That
to,
should-
first of
wait,
all,
didn't Drev put enough into ruining the funeral that we?
No, there's
No,
one
no,
left.
just
Only
one.
one.
Which
Just
one?
one. So
It
there's
was
one
at
more.
4.
It was at 2.
Was it 2? Okay.
It was at 2 when Flint started the turn. They put 1 into it. It's
okay,
down to 1.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I misheard.
So I look slightly annoyed, first of all, when the helmet goes into Chuck and splats a little bit of stuff on me. I reach over, pluck the cigar out of Chuck's mouth,
Hey,
to take a hit off of it. And as I do, I am taking aim and I am beating down on the last officer that is left who in the funeral, who is trying to hide behind a tombstone, a mausoleum, something like that.
Absolutely.
And I'm pulling the trigger.
All right.
I'm not using my equipment on this one. I'm just
Yeah, totally
we're
fair.
gonna see how this shoot goes.
Yep.
Good.
3 successes.
So yeah,
so
so
it's just a bingo. Boom.
you hear the sounds of sort of frantic muttered praying behind the
Yep.
the tombstone.
And I am going to, one to ruin the funeral,
Mm-hmm.
and then for the crit, I'm going to say not quite dead yet, as I walk over and I finish him off. Let's call it orally, but not in the way that's intended.
Gaining 2 blood.
There were so many other ways you could have described that, but
Yes,
none quite so evocatively.
But I chose
So,
to do it that
yeah,
way.
no, I love
Ah,
it. Fantastic. So
She's using the Bavarian clamper on him.
two blood, yeah.
Yep.
Great, phenomenal. All right, so that resolves this area's objective. This funeral is well and truly ruined, and agents of Fang. Go ahead.
If I may, as one final thing,
Yeah, of course.
because Astrid has kind of launched herself towards the trucks at this point. While Flint is tearing officers apart, I would like to loot by just grabbing the door off one of these vehicles and pulling it off to use shield.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and grab that car door. We'll count that as. I tell you what, because it's. I would imagine you're using that as a shield. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. So I tell you what, we'll count that as a 1 square piece of loot that you can use to cancel out incoming damage
Cool.
one time. Is that fair?
That sounds fair to me.
Nice.
All right. Fantastic. All right. So that is the funeral ruined. That is the graveyard cleared. And that is Fang's entry into Paris fully announced. I am going to move us back onto our objective map of Paris. You all are in the graveyard now and can choose where else you would like to go from adjacent zones. But before that, given the time and given the end of this scene, I think that's a great time to take our first break. So remember, folks, when we take our break, you take yours, get up, stretch your legs, move around, get a drink, get something to eat, feed your animals, give your animals a drink. My dog likes highballs. So, whatever you need to do, we'll see you back here in just about 5 minutes. Thanks, everybody. Go punch a Nazi.
We're back. A dinosaur story.
Hey, folks, welcome back. We are ready to continue our rampage across Paris. But for now, we jump back into the wreckage of a Nazi funeral as the operatives of Fang pick over what is left behind.
I pull out another cigar.
Oh,
Already
I
lit
hand it
from
to you
somewhere.
once we're done. Oh, okay.
No, I don't know where you've been. put another cigar into my mouth.
Nicole will look at sorry, it was Arena.
Arena.
Sorry.
Arena.
We'll look at Arena. I was going to eat that. She says, pointing at the thing you just killed.
I mean, you were going to, but I did. Sorry, I did not realize that you were hungry. I should have guessed. We all are.
I'm losing my accent. I am always hungry.
There will be plenty more for us to eat ahead.
Agreed.
Take your spoils and let us make our move.
Speaking of which, as Chuck roots around in some of the officers' gun belts to remove the nicest looking pistols, anybody got a map?
I feel like the Finnish Air Force officer is the one who carries the map. I feel like navigation is important for the Air Force officer.
Yeah, I certainly within the wreckage of your drop coffins, tucked into a waxed canvas bag on the inside, secured, totally splattered with blood and bits of yourself from your descent and impact. There definitely are.
That's why they
where
laminate
your
these
gear
things.
restored. Yeah, and then 100% just a laminated map of Paris.
Yeah, Astra just reaches into the wreckage of her coffin, pulls the map out. Man.
If you're hungry, there's a hotel with room service, probably.
Yeah, right here on the map is hotel to toilet right there.
That's
we can go
not
to-
what
I
that
guess-
says.
I guess we
I
could
think it
also go to
means
Grand Martin. I mean, it
I
looks
want
like
something.
it looks like the Toilet to me. So
I wanted something a little fresher.
I'm currently going to one of the Nazi snipers and taking ammunition from them.
well,
If I'm not mistaken, Craig, are we able to smell the presence of big boys Ubermensch in nearby zones?
I think that's perfectly reasonable as you scent the air, and you all know from your prior briefings with Commander Slate that there are special operatives here in Paris. In fact, one of the reasons for your drop here, thinking back on Commander Slate, as she informed you, one of the reasons we are inserting you all into Paris right now is that we know that Hitler plans to make a broadcast announcement from his Zeppelin, which is secured at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Apparently, they have some sort of super weapon that they believe will end the war. You need to find him before he makes that broadcast, or even better, while he's in the midst of that broadcast, and show everyone how wrong he is. But even before you get there, there are super soldiers, or Ubermensch, as they are called, scattered throughout Paris. Our intel hasn't been able to locate them, but I'm certain you all will be able to sniff them out on the ground. As you scent the air around you, there is a lot of delicious blood, some fresher, some older. There is a slight soupçon of fear on the wind. And you can hear sirens starting to go off as Paris has been alerted to your presence now. But nothing beyond that. Nothing, at least in the nearby adjacent zones, that are particularly indicative of anything.
I don't smell any particularly tasty snacks in the area, so we may as well pick whichever one sounds most fun.
if you're looking for fresh, darling, then I think the hotel's the place to go because they're going to be well rested, have probably had their breakfast, and nothing tastes better than a fat man after he's had a stack of pancakes.
She'll wrinkle her nose at you.
I would disagree with that on several points, but
Well, that's because you don't eat your lard.
I prefer to eat in combat.
Well, then we go. Darling, you don't seem to understand what I'm saying. There are Nazis all over the place, and that's a nearby source of more Nazis to fight and kill and eat.
Fine.
Craig, is it fair to say that I can, with the amount of dead goose steppers around, I can find a little bit of ammunition to refill the one bit of my my hunting rifle?
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. You all can
Okay.
generally grab one piece of loot or equipment per space, which usually will be unless it's otherwise defined, usually will be a 3-block item. I think it's also fair if you can narratively find a reason to restore ammunition, you can do that as well.
Cool.
Flint, for instance, you had described, I believe we were on break, but you had described taking along a fairly unique bit of equipment from your last engagement.
Flint, still holding on, pulls the Nazi torso from the shattered windshield and joins the rest of the group, throwing it over his shoulder.
Amazing.
Flint has found a new chew toy.
That looks more
I
like a
actually really
beaten
like
stick
that.
to
So
me.
why don't you go ahead and put Chew Toy as your loot from here and
I-
mark it
I-
as a 3-lot box.
I am fully in the mindset that Astrid, as the most like animal inclined of the vampires, just sees Flint as a giant dog.
Legit. You
So
need
any-
to grab the first ones, throw it so Flint can play fetch.
Any objections? Any objections to going to the toilet hotel and stealing all their linens?
My only objection is with you calling it the toilet hotel.
Overruled. All right, let's go.
All right. So
Cosgrave emerges finally from
Oh
the
yeah,
closet,
Doc. I forgot you were here. Come on.
tucking
You all right?
several fingers inside just interior pockets of the vest. Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. I am lighting one of my just to give myself a little bit of blood. As we travel, I am lighting one of my cigarettes from the pockets of a hanged man to smoke on the way there.
okay, sure thing. So go ahead and
Yep, mark that off. Get 2 blood.
You stole my cigar and
Absolutely.
you already had cigarettes.
I was we were in the middle of combat. I did not exactly have time to pull this out.
Sharing is caring.
fantastic. So you make your way through to the edge of the graveyard, back to the streets of Paris, and
As they're walking away, Astrid just scoops a stick hand grenade off one of the Nazis, pulls the pin, and tosses it behind them as they walk out.
Fantastic. So we can walk away without reacting to an explosion.
Without realizing it, Chuck pulls a pair of like aviators out of his trench coat pocket and puts them on right as the explosion goes off.
Dramatically walking and smoking the cigarette.
fantastic. Sirens increase throughout the city, and it seems as though the attention is the graveyard, which you are leaving behind.
Are they playing the
So-
German version of Who Are You?
Probably. Ich bin ein Vampir. As you all come up and approach the Hotel Etoile,
That's how I should have said it.
Ich bin ein Vampir.
Yeah.
you can hear the sirens are playing, but also on the wind as you all approach, drifting down from up above. You can hear faintly the notes of a piano being played in the rooftop garden atop the hotel. You can hear the sounds of chatter of, in German, of disinterested or at least unalarmed individuals. And you will come up to this immense building perched upon a corner of the streets of Paris. You see it here. Within, there are almost certainly several dozen off-duty officers, but it doesn't look like any of the immediate response to your insertion in the graveyard has arrived here. Nicole, it is your turn. How would you like to make your first impression upon the hotel? Either find an entrance or otherwise interact with the hotel.
You should go knock on the door, darling. Pointing at your explosives.
Oh no, that's what she was gonna do. She knows what you're referring to. I'm just looking. Yeah, cool. Firebomb.
All right, fantastic.
Knock, knock.
Go ahead.
I was saying knock, knock.
Yeah. Throws firebomb.
So, are you
Literally a raise the finger, about to say something like, why?
Are you trying to impact the outside? Are you throwing in through a window? How are you doing this?
So basically, she's gonna open the door and throw it in.
Great, I love that. So you walk up to the front door.
Set a
there
fire
is-
trap.
There is a neatly attired footman standing by the front door who turns and sort of starts to open the front door, looks out, sees you, shrieks, and tries to close it as you throw it in. Go ahead and build me a dice pool, please. You said a firebomb?
Firebomb, yes.
I think a lavishly attired hotel lobby certainly would count as a fire trap for those in it. So go ahead and take three dice for your firebomb. And then
3 additional.
are you trying to terrify? What stat would you use here?
I'd like to do terrify, yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense. So that'd be a total of 6.
Oh, oops.
No, it's
Should I
fine. Hey,
terrify?
just
Okay.
just
roll
roll
3
three
more.
more.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just hit the tooth and add 3 dice.
Okay. Did I do this correctly?
Yes, you
Uh,
did.
Cool. 6
Boy,
successes.
howdy, did you ever?
Okay.
As the off-duty officers inside, most of which I would imagine are probably immolated, but you do see some individuals inside start to scramble, reach for sidearms, and try to arraign themselves.
Do you roll an attack for every threat in the room when you?
No, you start with the highest threat and add 1 for each additional threat. So the
Okay.
off-duty officers have an attack of 2, but because there are 2 squads of off-duty officers here in the hotel, I'm rolling 3.
Okay.
So Nicole, you have rolled 2 crits and 2 regular successes.
Mhm.
One regular success will completely negate their damage, and then you've just got
Yep.
5 more to assign out.
Okay.
So you want to get that blood.
I would definitely like to get some blood.
Sure.
And
So
then what are my other options on assigning them?
So you can assign them. So if you assign a crit to getting blood, you get 2.
Okay.
If you assign a regular success, you can get 1. So you have again 1 at this point, 1 regular success and 2 crits. Your other options are to start clipping down on the threats, the off-duty officers, or you can just apply stuff to make a suitable impression. Your objective in moving through this location. I would humbly suggest that opening the door and throwing in a firebomb is a pretty damn good impression. So you can.
Yeah, no, I'd like to go for the other officers.
Okay.
And I'd like to get 2 blood points.
Okay, so you take 2 blood, and then you are you're canceling out my damage, and then that means you have 3 more successes. You said you're assigning those to one of the officers.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we'll go ahead and take one of those down. So one of those is dropped to 1.
Okay.
As most of them in the lobby are just immediately immolated in the inferno that you have caused within the doors. How would you like to describe? Do you enter in after that, or are you staying
Oh,
inside?
absolutely.
Phenomenal.
I've got to get some blood too.
Okay, all right. Yeah, absolutely. And how does Nicole feed?
She's kind of creepy.
What?
No.
As opposed to the totally normal, wholesome ways that the other members of Fang get their blood.
What are you talking
So-
about? Still chewing on that ear.
The submachine gun.
Got
Which
to my
is-
other bone to the bone. necklace.
which is in one of her hands. She will whip it around, grab the nearest person using the submachine gun by the neck, pull them into her, wrap herself around them, lick the neck, sniff them like she is taking all of it in, and then take a nice long feed.
She's a vampiric sommelier. She has to swirl it and get the notes first.
How very
Fantastic.
French.
Absolutely. So, are you an important question? Are you feeding on the doorman, or are you feeding on one of the officers inside?
Let's go for an officer.
Okay. All right. So, as opposed to hypothetically a nice Bordeaux, like the French doorman might have been. This you find
One of their names could be Bordeaux.
that's
not
right.
know.
So this is something rich and a little tannic from the heart of Germany, and you drink deep. Go ahead and mark your blood. I've marked the other threat and so on.
Where is blood on the sheet?
Left of your icon. It's the bar on the left of your character's picture in the center.
Yeah. If you click on
You have to close the character
I see
sheet
it. I
first to
see it. Okay. Yes. Yeah,
And you
it
get-
wasn't closed.
So you got two
Okay.
more blood points from that.
Gotcha.
from the
I
special.
had, so there we go. Okay.
Excellent.
I'm figuring this out. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, a new
You're good.
system. It's all good.
Knew everything that I have to figure out.
Chuck, your compatriot Nicole has opened the door rather spectacularly. What do you do?
Walk, sort of striding in after her. I'm going to reach over to one of like the serving trays that hasn't yet caught fire. Excuse me, Monsignor, I need to borrow this, and just snag a bottle of some level of alcohol from this whatever server was holding on to it. You might want to run; it's about to get explosive. And I would like to turn this bottle into a Molotov cocktail, like by pulling a rag out of my tool belt.
Gorgeous.
I would like to jerry rig as it's called here in this game. An improvised exploding bottle of alcohol and just fling it into the premises for any place that hasn't already caught fire from the firebomb.
Fantastic. So that's 2 from your tool belt use. This sounds like fixed to me.
Oh yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll me 6 dice, please. Beautiful.
Wow.
All right. So I have 3. You have 2 successes and a crit.
I mean, if you want to spend your hat, you can completely ignore those 3 and just like put everything in that you want.
Yeah, a reminder, if you take 3 or more hits without canceling any of them, you will mark an entire column under your injuries and you will be downed.
The hat only lets me ignore one injury or being downed.
Yeah, so you could ignore that whole thing by expending your hat.
Yeah.
Well, no,
You would be
that would be 3 injuries. I can ignore one of those injuries.
Yeah, no.
No.
It ignores an injury or being downed. Being downed is the equivalent of what's happening there.
Yeah, this is downing you. So spending your hat would ignore all of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case, yeah. So they open fire and they just get the hat. And so, yeah, I'm going to spend all 4 of those successes on immolating some off-duty officers.
Fantastic. All right.
Because that was my hat. Immediately the Molotov goes in their direction.
Great.
Do you want to knock out the entire second crew?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. All right. Yeah. So, there is a merry blaze burning on the ground floor of the Hotel L'Etoile at this point, as the sole returning round of fire that these officers managed to get off just knocks off your hat. A perfectly neat smoking little bullet hole right in the crown.
Yep. And in return, I light them on fire.
Yes. Not an instant clean death. There are many flaming Nazis running about now in the lobby, immolating their friends as well. Yes.
That's what you get
But
for not respecting the haberdasher.
Try to avoid damaging the building too much.
Why?
It's beautiful.
I got bad news for you.
Yeah. On that note, Astrid, this beautiful but very much on fire lobby.
I was about
how
to
would
say,
you-
on that note, Astrid steps inside, looks around, sees everything going on, pulls the she's been dragging the machine gun by the barrel this whole time, almost like a club, but she sort of
Uh-huh.
tosses it up, grabs it closer to the actual trigger stock, looks up. The shadows sort of gather around her feet for a second as she kicks off and leaps up and lands and grabs hold of the chandelier.
Ooh, love it.
And just starts to spin the chandelier around the room as she just hip fires the machine gun across the room.
Hell yeah. All right. Excellent. Go ahead and build me a dice pool on that. I am down to 2 dice because I only have one squad to play with here.
Would this qualify with people trying to avoid getting caught on fire as shooting at enemies in cover?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone who is not actively on fire, to quote Strong Bad, no two people are not on fire. Yeah, everybody else is cowering. They've flipped over tables. People are hiding behind the concierge desk. Yeah, very much. Everybody remaining is in cover. So that's going to be a +2 from your machine gun, and then
I'm assuming this will be shoot rather than terrify, but
yeah,
it's all good.
I think so at this point. Yeah. I mean, they're already pretty damn scared.
It's only one success. I feel like now it's time for a flashback.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm gonna, especially because that's 2 successes from me. So, we are going to use the flashback mechanic, which is available to anyone who rolls 2 or less successes on their turn. You can do it once per session. So, or each character can do it once per session. So, would you like to roll on the flashback table, or would you like to pick an individual instance?
Let's just
for the
roll a
flashback?
die.
All right. So roll me a d6, please.
That's a
As we flash
5.
All right, so we are going to be remembering the time that Fang was assigned to steal a cipher machine from a Nazi submarine. And roll me another d6 for your flashback question.
Oh, that's
Alright.
a real good one.
Yeah.
2 for the question.
So you recruited one of the other members of Fang to Fang. What did it take to get them on board? So I would suggest within this context, and feel free to edit or totally ignore the suggestion, but I would suggest that this cipher stealing mission was perhaps the reason that you recruited this individual. Can be any of the other 5 members of Fang. Who was it, and what did it take to get them on board, and why did you need him for this mission?
I think in this particular case, it was Flint, and I think this would work very well for establishing her relationship with Flint.
You drag Flint into a submarine.
I was gonna say yes. The clearly the espionage.
Yeah.
I'm so on board for this.
Hey, I
Because-
have a 3 sneak.
Yeah, but I think in this particular case, Astrid knows that this is not going to be a quiet mission. In fact, I think in her mind, total destruction makes it look more like she was just trying to sink a sub rather than steal a cipher machine.
Dig it.
So it's absolutely, she wanted to bring Flint along because Flint can just tear through everything to his heart's content while she shoots everything up that she needs to and grabs a cipher machine on her way out. And I think what it took
the
for
James
her
Bond
to
approach.
what it took to recruit Flint, I think. I don't know that it. I think mostly it took getting him onto the submarine because I feel like Flint might be scared of water. I don't know for certain on that.
Definitely it being submerged.
Flint is Stitch, is what you're saying?
And so
yes,
I think
yes, I like this characterization.
I do too.
So I think in this particular case, it was the the offer to like as much food as you want. You get first pick on all the Nazis on the submarine. You get to eat before I do. And also I will help spruce up your cave back home so that we can get you a nice comfy living space once we're done here.
I just really want to see the moment in the submarine where, the carnage hasn't started yet because you still need to get in position, and Flint just has to like squish up against a wall and act like normal, like a newspaper, as two Nazi submarine officers walk by, completely ignoring them.
Nazi means food. And food means nobody gets left behind.
That was the other movie, by the way, that I watched not this morning, but last night, was the live-action Lilo and Stitch.
Oh no, I'm
That's
sorry.
It's fine. It's not a bad movie. It's
Okay.
it's perfectly decent.
But yeah, I think as we flash between Astrid and Flint, sort of walking like Astrid just sort of like walking behind Flint as Flint tears through a submarine, just casually walking through rooms, gunning down Nazis as she makes her way through, looking for the cipher machine.
If I might suggest, in the cinematic flashback where we're cutting to a scene of someone putting the dossier on a table to open it, the title on the dossier is Operation Submarine Sandwich.
Yep. Fantastic.
Thanks.
I appreciate it and am angry at it at the same time.
So what mechanical benefit does this flashback provide?
So before I
You're
tell you
all
that, I
just-
do have to. I obligatorily have to point out that what you're saying is that Flint was the hero that you needed.
Yes.
For
No.
Yes.
Um.
Absolutely.
So
Unacceptable.
I don't know. Euros are pretty delicious.
You get to re-roll those 4 dice with an additional 2 dice added. So you get to
Sweet.
re-roll from scratch for a total of 6.
No, Stitch, not Scratch.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, that's a little better. So I still have 2 successes, but now you have a crit and 2 successes. As we come back, I think probably to see sort of Nicole Astrid and Flint entering the Hotel L'Etoile in much the same way we just witnessed them in the flashback, if you're both okay with that.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh no, Flint's going to the roof.
Oh, okay. Oh, hell yeah. All right.
I was
Fantastic.
also going to the roof.
All right. I dig this
But
100%.
she is absolutely doing that same sort of like dance, like absolutely just enjoying herself as she waltzes into the main room, flaring the machine gun all around. Like I said, jumping up to the chandelier, spinning around, firing the machine gun in all circles.
Incredible. All right.
I will spend the 6 to cancel their entire attack.
Heck yeah.
I will use one of the remaining to kill the remainder of the off-duty officers,
Dig
and
it.
the other one to make a suitable impression.
Wonderful. All right. Excellent. So we are down to 5 on the objective there, and both of the officers, we'll say down here in the lobby, have been cleared out. Love it. Fantastic. So you're up on the chandelier, opening fire, and as you spin and fire, Cosgrave, how would you like to interface with the hotel? Where are you off to?
Cosgrave is gonna hop. He's going to lizard climb up to one of these balconies that I see on this picture.
Okay.
And sit swinging his legs. And is going to close his eyes, and they
Okay.
start to glow.
Ooh,
'Cause
all right.
he's gonna do some fun necromancy stuff.
Yes, please.
I am gonna spend a blood to conjure nightmare illusions.
Oh, amazing.
Inside the hotel. I imagine
Fantastic.
there's lots of little like tables kind of set up with things. I think all of the like flower arrangements that are on there are going to morph and change into like arms and uh various viscera and body parts, and they're just going to like sort of start clawing out and attacking people. I think this is a terrify thing.
Yeah, I think that's
Um,
100% fair.
If I am incorporating the background in a clever way, I can get a plus to
Yep.
that.
Yep,
All
absolutely.
right,
So
cool.
take your terrify, add
Awesome.
add 2 to it for
Okay.
the special plus the using
Awesome.
the tables coming to life.
All right, so terrify plus 2 here.
I don't know why I just
Ooh.
suddenly got poison vibes off of the our music, but I very much got like poison, no warrant. That's actually the vibes I got off of it.
Nice. I will actually say we're getting spooky. I'm gonna drop the music to something a little spookier. But I like the poison, the high energy for this. But yeah, so as the interior of the hotel becomes aggressively haunted, you have a crit and 2 successes to spend as you would like,
Yeah.
Cosgrave, because the
Back
threats
pocket
for
hex. I can with a special I can reduce the threat's attack rating by 1. Does that just happen on attacking me, or does that like reduce it for the whole round kind of thing?
no, it will reduce it, but I will say the threats are all taken out. Both
Okay,
threats
all
are
right.
completely reduced to 0
Then
right now.
I'll leave that. I think Cosgrave is going to like these. You see, these tendrils are like sort of siphoning blood back to him. I'm gonna use one of those to get I'm gonna use the crit to get 2 blood.
Great.
Let's do that.
Excellent.
Other ones
And
for
then
making a suitable impression.
yeah, I'll do the exactly. The other 2 for making a suitable impression.
Great. All right, so we have make a suitable impression. The objective tracker here down to 3. I think the interior of the hotel at this point is just in chaos. The lobby is literally on fire, and everybody else is just running out. Some of them we see shriveling up as these vampiric plants are launching themselves up. Some of which a moment ago were just silk flowers, but now are actively draining the blood from these officers. And we cut back to Cosgrave, still kind of dangling his legs off the balcony. What does Cosgrave say anything, or how does he glory in this moment as he sits outside?
I don't have a. Let's see.
If you pardon my opportunity,
Sure.
perhaps just humming the British national anthem.
Yeah.
I like
Sure.
that. All right. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. So there is absolute chaos inside. Flint, I believe you were roof bound.
Yep. I take flight.
All right.
And I take flight and I circle the roof. Some bat screeches. A Nazi corpse lands amongst the Germans. And then me diving in and out of the darkness above them.
Oh, incredible. All right. So there is a essentially a little rooftop garden up here. There were officers drinking cocktails and so forth, taking in the night air. They are all standing up at this point on edge. The piano has stopped, and then diving in out of the darkness comes Flint. So go ahead and build me a dice pool for this,
Would
please.
you like to spend one of your blood to activate wings to get a plus for aerial combat?
Yes.
All right. Incredible. All right. So that's going to be a plus 2
sneak,
to whatever you roll.
or not sneak, terrify.
Terrify. Heck yeah. So
terrify, +1 for the Nazi corpse equipment, +1 for aerial combat,
and +1 just for activating the special. So that's gonna be a total of 6. So you're activating your special, which gives you an additional +1 for aerial combat for the blood. So the wings give you a total of 2. You're getting 1 from your corpse, which you're dropping in to help with the scarifying, and then your terrify skill is a 3. So let's go ahead and roll a total of 6 there. Delightful. Okay, so 3 successes. And I have nothing to roll against you.
I will take out the rest of the objective.
Fantastic. Tell me what have you wrought? Tell me how this this aerial assault clears out the rest of the hotel.
So starts flying above, grabs a Nazi as takes off, launches him off the roof, and then does that with the rest of the Nazis. And the last one flies in past the windows, grabs them, and throws them through a window, and like terrifying like the upper floors. And
Cosgrave below has pulled out an umbrella and just sort of opened it and says, "Oh, it's raining men."
Hallelujah. Oh,
And shards of
incredible.
glass.
Okay. So that clears this objective. Is there any looting that anyone wants to do?
I would
while we're
love,
here?
so for Astrid's personal sake, I think at a certain point, this scene ends up with Astrid having made her way to the roof and playing the last grand piano.
Fantastic. So you just sort of, as everybody else is running and fleeing, you sit down. What do you play?
I think in this particular case, it's the Ride of the Valkyries.
Hell yeah. Okay, fantastic. I love it.
you mean it's not going to be Flight of the Bumblebee as planets going back and forth?
Actually, you know what? That's even better.
Yeah,
All right.
that's good.
I love that. I love that. So, Irena, how about you? You're still sort of in the doorway at this point.
Everything I was gonna do has been done by somebody else, so I'm just kind of standing there watching.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you'll kick us off at our next scene.
I
Your next,
understand. No, I'm good with that. But literally everything I was like, I'll do this. I'll do this. I'm not complaining.
Okay. All right.
We are all on the same brain cell.
Fantastic. I will move us back onto the objective tracker. You have thoroughly cleared out the hotel.
I'm gathering
And,
up another pistol.
Go ahead and move us.
I'm just gonna pick up a pair of corpses and just sort of have myself between Weekend to Bernese.
Amazing. I love it. Okay. That's great. So you all hopefully should be seeing the map of Paris here. I've moved your pin onto the Hotel Etoile.
Mhm.
Where are you all heading next?
Is the metro station in
Hang on, wait.
range?
Hang on.
Oh yeah,
Arenya, where you want to go next?
yeah.
I legitimately didn't have a thought at this at the moment. So hold on, give me a second.
Sure.
Yeah, since we finished the objective before Jeremy
Yes.
could
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
I
let's let Jeremy pick up
appreciate
pace.
that. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's actually a really good approach. If you're next up and you didn't get to do anything, you get to pick where to go next, so you get to make the grand entrance there.
I like that.
Yeah, that works.
You had mentioned the church earlier. I don't know if that's still a.
Right? Yeah,
The
that's.
catacombs are there.
I'm gonna be honest. The sniper is not going to be keen on anything that takes us underground.
Yeah.
Like,
So not the
I will be
metro or-
shooting y'all before I shoot the Nazi.
Well, and we do still. I think right on the line of Sector 3 is also like the expensive-looking garage. If we wanted to, it's just on the other page. So there is also like.
Yeah, I mean that is thoroughly into Sector 2.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, which is
I can't
fine. I mean,
can't
we're
tell
playing
because the tag
Fast
is
and
right
Loose.
next to the line.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. No, yeah, no,
I
it
see how the
is.
map works.
If you look on the map, yeah, it's
Oh, you
we
can zoom
go
out.
to.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, you can zoom out, zoom around. So,
I think I mean, our options right now are out of character options are catacombs, metro station, and the church. Correct.
Right.
I mean, we could
right,
also
right,
go.
or-
We also cycle back to like the Grand Magasin.
No, we do not go back. We have a job. We have a job. We have a time limit. We need to. It would be fun though. I'm not going to lie. I would
I will.
be the PlayStation serene.
I
but
will. Yeah. I will
I-
also add.
Go
if,
ahead.
If,
Sorry, go
if
ahead.
I may. No. Just to sort of as you're sort of out and looking around in the streets, not having come in, you had your compatriots were perhaps filled
Actually,
with a great deal of gusto. You're looking around on the street, and you can see a couple of things around. You can see advertisements for a few propaganda films being shown in local cinemas. There are there's the
fuck that
1943.
bitch. What's her name?
Well, the 1943 version of Titanic, directed. At least the listed director was Werner Klinger, and there's the Besatzung Dora, the crew of the Dora, directed by Karl Ritter, about Luftwaffe captains. Both of them starring the handsome-faced, blonde-haired, strong-jawed Franz Vogel. And you also see advertisements for the German Technology Pavilion, advertising in German the future of warfare on display. You can see sort of representations in a stylistic interpretation of gears and pistons, a glowing power source, so forth.
We go that
Only
direction.
if only Lenny Riefenstahl was looking through the streets right now.
Do we smell? Sorry, not to. Do we smell?
No,
anything?
that is a legit question.
Yeah. Do we smell any Ubermenches or anything like that?
Not from here.
Okay.
And not
So, curiosity question: if we go catacombs or metro station, obviously that takes us underground. Does that gain us any we can go underground past this location or something like that?
100%. You
Okay.
can absolutely choose to use either of those as fast travel locations and pop up kind of wherever you want to.
I think the metro station is probably a good idea.
Okay.
As much as I would like to murder Nazis in a church, I can post up on top of a train once we clear the metro station.
I was about to say, a metro station might be underground, but it does have lots of long sight lines.
I can't tell because the map's a
100%.
little, the map scale's a bit French. But are those not right next to each other?
Yeah, the metro station
church
and the
and
church,
yeah. Yes, they
I
are.
mean, could we take pot shots at the church while we're going to the metro station? Get both, best of both worlds, kill Nazis in a church and go down and get a train?
I mean, we might. I could probably take the shot of a couple of people outside the church and lure them to the metro station and make it a much bigger fight.
There is, I will say,
Hell
looking at the
yeah.
church, there is a tall steeple and a bell tower, which would be a hell of a sniper location.
Because this is the perfect thing for you and I specifically to do, Sen, is aggro somebody from another area.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we turn it into a twice as many people to fight.
Either the metro station pulls to the church, or the church pulls to the metro station. One of the two.
Let's go to the station. I think I can probably get a few shots in on
You lead the way.
somebody outside the church and see if we can kill twice the Nazis for the price of one location.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Mechanically, does that mean we're headed to the church first
Yeah.
or headed to the metro station? Okay.
Headed to the station and trying to pull all of the forces that are at the church because we need to bloodborne this shit.
Yeah, we're trying to make our lives harder.
Okay.
Because if it's harder, we get to kill more Nazis on screen.
Exactly.
Okay. You're also making this mechanically more difficult because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to interpret the threats. So you're
That's
headed to the
fair.
metro station and seeing sort of what will.
Is it close enough that I can get some shots off through my hunting rifle at the church to try and lure the Nazis this way?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay. I will wait until we get to like within sight of the metro station and then find a building, post up, take aim at the church, and snipe
ring-
some Nazis.
And ring the dinner bell.
Yes.
I am going to mechanically move us to the church because you're not venturing below ground yet. Is that fair?
Correct. That is fair.
Okay.
That is fair.
All right. Irena, you are hanging back to the point where you can climb up in one of the other buildings.
Correct.
All right.
I'm actually going to ask Flint to give me a lift.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
Because that was my whole plan initially.
very cool. Okay, I like that a lot.
Flint, can I? Do you
Gives
see
a
that
shrug
building
and
up
picks
there?
you up.
There's a Nazi up there. There's a Nazi up there. Go get the Nazi. Go get the Nazi.
That's just gonna get Flint to leave you behind.
No. Then I grab your leg.
Okay.
Amazing. Amazing.
Go get the Nazi. Go get it.
So the two of you are flying up into the roof of a nearby building, right?
Yes.
The rest of you are proceeding on foot in the direction, sort of like kind of splitting the difference then between the two, or heading directly to the
Little
metro
bit.
station with the church nearby.
Probably split the difference. Yeah.
Okay.
We
right, look,
found a way
there's
to
a-
break the rule set of the rules light system.
Yeah.
There's
well,
a
hey,
crossing.
Because
never
we're
predicted.
us.
There's a crossing right here. We can see the metro station on our left, the church on our right. We post up next to these billboards and like inside this corner store right here. Eat whoever's inside. They're probably Nazis. It's fine. And then we just sort of shoot in both directions as they come running.
Gotcha. And I think as you post up, coming within range, there is a crack from the bell tower of the church. It sure was a good sniper spot, which is why there are already Nazi snipers there.
Oh, good.
Snipe
I
off.
was right. Nazis. Go get the Nazis.
Absolutely. So we're gonna, I'm gonna move you all to the church. You can tell within, there is, let's say, Infantry Squad 2 is posted guarding the entrance to the metro, which is to the west. Infantry Squad 1 is posted up inside the church, and there is a sniper squad within the bell tower of the church. Your objective here is to punch a hole through the enemy line and move on. In this case, we can say punch a hole through the enemy line
And move on into the metro.
and-
Yeah.
and move underground. All right. So that will it will also make your objective. Should you get through this, it will make your objective in the metro a little easier. Irena, you are not alone in your sniping goals, but you are elevated, and you can see from where you are up here. You can see peeking out of the arched windows in the top of Salmadard, your Nazi rival sniper.
Mhm.
Oh, and I will mechanically, I will let you all know a sniper squad is a type of enemy in this game that does not get reinforcements. So their threat does not go up, and if you take them out, they stay out.
It looks
Okay.
like they
Does-
might have a challenge rating.
They have a challenge rating of 2 because they are well and truly dug in.
Perfect.
Which means
But
we
their
have to
their-
dedicate-
their
we
threat
have to-
level is their threat
We have-
level is only 2. So
So we have to dedicate two.
or 3.
We have to
sorry.
dedicate 2 successes to them before any additional successes will do any damage to them.
Correct.
They're
And
hard
that's
to hit.
each time we roll.
Yes.
All
Some of you can do things to reduce a challenge, which in this case is basically like knocking out some of their cover.
100%.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah, I am going to from my spot, holding on to Flint's leg. I was tempted to mesmerize, but this is a sniper. You have to engage the sniper in the honorable duel.
The honorable sniper duel.
Like, it's like two Reinhardts in Overwatch.
They have to
It's
charge each
more-
other.
You do not duel the other Reinhardt. You've played the game wrong. So I am going to take aim. I'm going to use my hunting rifle, elevated position,
Hell
and
yeah.
I am going to try and kill this sniper.
Absolutely.
Fuck the objective at this point.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You have to.
Right
You have to
need
rocket
to
charge the
be.
Reinhardt.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm going to say that based upon your position, that this is effectively a sniper duel. They are not getting any aid from the ground-based infantry squad, so it is
Hey.
just you versus them. That still
Perfect.
means, because they have attack 6, I am still rolling 6 dice. But it's not
Fair enough.
higher than 6.
Fair enough. I am rolling, let's see, that is shoot of 3 plus 1 for elevated position. I think that's all right.
Yes, I believe that is correct. You know what? Let's make it interesting. I'll give you an additional 1 just because you have Flint backing you up here.
All
So
right.
let's make it 6
So it's
versus
6
6.
versus 6. Perfect. And then if I go boom, 1, 2, 3, and then I do that, I think that nope. Well, that's not great. Hold on. Oh no.
Would you like to call upon the power of the flashback?
We
Flashback
are
lets you
we are
reroll.
almost
We are almost done. This is.
yeah.
Oh,
There we go. Sorry, my headset died.
Ah,
Oh no. Okay.
Not for any other reason than it was down. It lost power, so I had to plug it in.
Okay.
So, do you want to use a flashback?
we don't have that much
I
time.
mean, that would be 8 dice that you'd be rolling, and we are almost at the end of our night. So you may, my humble suggestion would be you may as well use it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use it.
Okay. Do you want to pick one of the missions?
No,
or would
no,
you like to
fucking roll this shit.
All right. Hell yeah.
I love the roll.
So roll the 2d6 then.
Okay. Oh, there was only one.
No,
So
that's
the
okay.
6.
So that is sabotaging a field gun with improvised explosives.
Okay.
And the question that we're asking is
3.
you owe your life to one of the other members of the squad. How did they save it?
Oh. So I think okay. So it was an enemy like artillery gun, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I was positioned as on a spot to try and take out the targets by sniper, so we didn't have to actually engage it. And I was set up. Everything was perfect. I had the target in my sight, and at that particular point, I was distracted by a mystic telepathic message from somebody in my family who decided to take this particular moment to berate me for the fact that I was doing like something had happened at home that had annoyed them. And so they were taking the blame out on me for the fact that I was out away from the house, etc. So it distracted me. I missed the shot, and I am going to say that Chuck managed to get the kill on the person who saw me while I was up there, because when I took the shot, that gave away my position, and Chuck managed to shoot the person in the head.
Fantastic. All right. So any exchange that happened between the two of you at that moment?
I'm trying to think. I wasn't prepared for this.
Doesn't have to be. Just asking.
I think over the over like radio communications, you just heard a crackle in your ear, and all you hear, because Arena is a perfectionist. Everything has to be perfect style, perfect shot, perfect everything, and I think it would just all you hear over the head is just a defensive, like, the wind shifted. Like, clear lie to make up for the fact.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Oh, absolutely,
There's
Dylan. It's known
just
for
the
doing that.
slightest. There's the undernote of, we both know this is bullshit, and I'm saying thank you while still covering for
Oh, yeah.
myself.
Yeah, and the response is just, "Oh, absolutely, darling." The wind's known for doing that, particularly on calm days.
It is indeed.
Fantastic.
And then
just we
cutting a bit off of the person that I just shot.
Great. Love it. So we cut back to modern day. Well,
Yep.
To 1943.
Modern day.
Go ahead and roll me 8 dice, please.
All right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I have to check it. I have to try and make sure that it actually says. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alchemy, I love your platform, but if you're the one who designed the color scheme for this, I have concerns.
Holy shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Fucking hell yeah. Jesus Christ. For those who are listening and not watching, that's 4 crits and 3 successes.
For a total of 11 successes.
Jeebus.
So, how many does it take to fire the bullet, go through the other person's bullet into the rifle, and kill them?
5.
So you need you need 1 crit to pass their challenge, and
Correct.
they have a threat of 3, I'm reading?
Yeah.
So you need 2 crits and 1 success to completely wipe the sniper squad.
There you go.
There you go.
And then you've got 2 more crits and 2 more successes to spend how you like.
That leaves
Wowzers,
leaves you with 6 more successes to spend.
So
I think it is. Yeah,
Which
takes aim.
You could take out also one of the infantry squads.
I was going to say, so she takes aim. She feels the wind shift a little bit, thus reminding her of that moment. Slightly adjusts, fires, kills that, proceeds to, because again, she's holding on to Flint, proceeds to flip herself up so she's like legs wrapped around Flint upside down, and then just proceeds to pew, 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 and wipes out one of the infantry squads.
I think they're running outside of the church door, and it's just one after the other. You're like piling them up as they're coming out.
100%.
Incredible. All right, fantastic. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and mark that off.
Jesus Christ.
That was gorgeous.
I am never rolling a success in this campaign again.
Nicole, you are up next. It looks like the threats at the church are largely cleared. What would you like to do?
Are there any threats immediately near me right now?
There is one remaining infantry squad at the entrance to the metro. If you would like, you can work on clearing them out. I would also say, given the uniqueness of this situation, you can also, if you want to do a quick scope out of the church, you can do so, and then we can candidly move on to the metro based on the way narratively that you all have described this, if you want.
I mean,
We're gonna bring them all to the metro, and then we just like
scoping out the church is logical, but there are people at the metro, right?
Yes, yeah.
And you see, I've got this dynamite.
It's funny, you do have this dynamite. Yes.
For
that
the
is true.
record, I am okay with you destroying the metro. It is not a pretty thing.
And I really want to use this dynamite.
I think Mr. Nobel is calling your name, Nicole.
All right.
Well, well done.
Gonna grab
You
the
gotta get-
dynamite. I'm trying to remember how dynamite works. Sorry, I'm
Uh,
outside of
light-
cartoons. I'm
Light
not
fuse go
familiar
boom.
with-
Yeah,
Okay,
light fuse
okay,
go.
okay, so it is like a cartoon. Okay.
Light fuse, throw stick.
Um,
Don't be near it.
Okay, because I know grenades and all of that. I'm just not as familiar. with,
Dynamite
like,
to a
It is-
grenade. Dynamite to a grenade is kind of like comparing an industrial steam drill to a shovel. It's a lot more than
Dynamite-
just a grenade.
Dynamite is the kind of stuff we use to blow holes in the sides of mountains to dig tunnels.
Yeah.
Grenades we use to get guys out of trenches,
Oh, no.
get men out of
Yeah.
trenches.
I know what it does. I was trying to figure out how you make it do the boom boom
It has an actual
The boom boom
fuse in it.
pow.
boom boom pow. Thank you.
So
yes.
you light the fuse because
first
dynamite is
Black Eyed
essentially
Peas.
stabilized.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like stabilized nitroglycerin, and it generally has a wick, so you can trim it to the length that you want. You're a demolitions expert, so that's going to be pretty easy for you to do. And then you apply liberally to the target.
I will ask. I will ask. I will
Like
ask
it's
this
an
question of you-
ointment.
Yeah,
Point in
exactly.
direction of enemy.
I will ask this question of you, Holly. Are you trying to collapse the entrance of the metro
Yes.
so that just the ground falls
yes.
away and there's just a
that
hole
that
into the
was
metro
my
tunnels?
thought. Yes.
Yes, I
Amazing.
believe that qualifies as demolitions.
Yeah,
But
So that
yeah,
will-
so
that-
she will apply liberally.
That'll give you 5 extra dice on whatever you're rolling.
yes, it will.
Would that be a fix roll?
Nicole doesn't want to roll fix on that for
Okay.
sure.
No,
That's-
fix is my lowest.
Terrify or shoot. I don't know.
I'm
yeah, I
thinking
think-
shoot.
Yeah, I think because it's a ranged interaction. I think that's fair.
Okay.
It's kind of the opposite of fix.
Shoot
So-
plus 5.
It's
Yeah.
just applying.
So
kinetic force.
that's 9. So go ahead and roll 9 dice, Holly.
Okay.
Um,
So, just to be clear, I hit the tooth and then I hit this 9 times.
Yeah, you can do that for sure. The infantry squad there will
Numbers
oppose
are
you.
so small.
They are.
I know
Okay.
they really are.
Part of me hopes that Holly does that.
Holy
so,
Oh God!
so Holly can flash back.
Jeebus Christ!
Yeah.
Trying to say,
All right.
Holly.
Holly, would you like
Yeah.
to flashback?
I'd like to flashback.
Hold on. I was on another screen. I need. What the? Did I take all your successes? I'm so sorry.
Well, you are playing a vampire, so you're just a luck vampire. So,
Jesus Christ.
Nicole, for those watching at home, that was 9 dice with a single success.
And yeah,
That success was a
shit.
4, which means it was
At least it was
barely a
one.
success.
Yeah, yep,
yeah, slightly a success.
yeah.
Stop diminishing this.
So let's go
No,
ahead
no.
and yeah.
Sorry, Craig.
Assuming you want to flashback, go ahead and
Yes.
roll me 2d6. You can do one after the other or both at the same time. And we'll just
Please
read them left to
flash.
right.
All the
To be
back.
clear, I'm not trying to diminish it. I'm trying to accentuate the magnanimity of that failure.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay,
no,
all right,
you're
all right.
good.
Well, so good news, Holly. I think you'll enjoy this one. The scenario is that Fang was assigned to assassinate a Nazi general at the opera. And the question that I need you to answer is in during that assassination mission, you saved one of your fellow Fang members from certain death. What nearly killed them and who was it? Or
Okay,
who was the
we're at
individual
the
you
opera.
saved and what almost killed them? At the opera.
At the opera.
At the opera tonight.
Yes! I'm
Okay,
never gonna turn down a fucking repo reference.
I had my mouth full, but I was going to do that as soon as I finished eating.
Okay, I'm trying to think on the time period.
Of course.
Did they have? No, there was electricity. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
for
for
sure.
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 Okay.
This was 1943 because Fang has been operative for the past 6 months. So
Okay, so I'm thinking, one of the lights, like not a person, but one of the lights was
okay.
crashing down.
Okay. Full on
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera style.
Yes, and it immediately set the area on fire. That,
Okay.
That it fell on.
Great.
And what do I want to go for?
Of all of us, the most likely person to get caught in an opera on fire after the lighting failed is probably Cosgrave.
It's the funniest for
No,
sure.
that is
No, I think the
totally
funniest
fair.
is taking Flint to the opera.
I mean, listen,
I
Flint would look great in a tux.
I am kind of in love with the concept of Flint wearing a little bow tie and everybody else is fighting the people in the opera and Flint's just kind of like clapping to
That eyes shut, just like swaying back
Yeah.
and
But
forth.
also, Flint could just fly out and
Yeah.
probably wouldn't get stuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Costco.
Cosgrave.
Sorry,
Okay.
I am mispronouncing
Cosgrave.
everybody.
Costco is a store.
Cosgrave. I said Grove, but Cosgrave. Okay. Sorry.
No,
I'm
you're good.
butchering people's names tonight.
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm saying that you're good when it was Mara's character.
It's not like
Cosgrave
names.
like
It's
the
not like the names aren't
grave.
on the right hand
Yeah,
side of the alchemy screen where you can see them clearly spelled.
I'm gonna go.
It's late.
It doesn't.
Be nice.
It's not a pronunciation guide. I'm going with
Great.
Grave.
Cosgrave.
Cosgrave. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. And so seeing this, she basically threw herself on top of them and rolled both of them out of the way just in time.
Okay.
I don't think Cosgrave realized what you were doing, and it's just kind of like, oh, wonderful, hello, nice to meet you, madam.
What
If you
what
want,
does Nicole
we can get dinner later.
Just assume that Nicole was flirting with them.
Yeah,
Not you.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Just hitting on you, literally.
I love it. How does Nicole respond?
Oh, Nicole.
Yeah. To that
Um,
statement by Cosgrave.
Perhaps later. I think I cannot speak in an accent right now. I think there are more pressing things right now. She points at fire.
Oh, yes, I guess. He really seems kind of oblivious to the fact that you saved him.
Fantastic. All right. Holly, I would like you to roll 11 dice, please.
Now roll
Listen,
6.
I don't want you to fail, but if you rolled 1 success and 10 failures, I would die laughing. Actually die laughing.
Go.
It's not great, but it's not the
Okay.
worst.
It's not
Four
terrible.
successes.
It's better.
Yeah.
4
better.
successes, 7 failures.
Yeah, that sure is.
It's enough to stop you from getting hurt and still have 2 left over
Yeah.
to do things.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna focus on the good here.
Absolutely. So you can totally cancel out the incoming damage
Okay. Yes.
and then assign the other 2 either to punching through the enemy hull and moving underground. I mean the enemy line and moving underground,
Yes.
or attacking the
Hole punching's my
squad.
job.
Yeah, hole punching.
Okay. All right. So we will drop that down
Cool.
to 6, and you cancel out the damage as you're. Do you want to describe how this works when the dynamite goes off?
Sure. Yeah, the boom boom pow. The
My favorite Flintstones character.
yeah, the one in the deleted scenes. Yeah, the
God damn it! Now I've got that fucking Black Eyed Peas song stuck in my head.
You get that boom, boom,
Um,
boom. You get that boom, boom, boom.
Like I love the I love the BEPs, but that is not their best song. Sorry.
yeah, there's a deafening sound and several flashes as the area just begins to cave in and crumble on itself.
Fantastic. The squad scatters in response, not injured, but certainly spooked. And we are past 11, and that is essentially the end of, because we started with Chuck and each we end with Nicole, so each of you has had the same number of turns tonight. If everybody's okay with it, I think we might wrap it up here and pick up
Yay.
again
Absolutely.
with the joint assault on the church and the metro station. Like I said, I'm so proud of y'all. It didn't even take us one session to break this system. So fantastic.
We're
Everybody out there
professionals.
watching.
We have
Yeah,
a certain
absolutely.
set of skills.
Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you're having fun with this. To my fellow Final Show folks, I hope you all are having a good time with this system. I'm having a blast running.
Fuck yes.
And we will see you same Vampire Bat time, same Vampire Bat channel next week.
Say
Thanks,
bye,
everybody. Everybody say goodnight.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good evening.